Yeah, we got another prepare card this week with the Tunneling Geomancer, 3 mana 2/3, prepare and spell damage +1, which means at any given point, if you have 2 spare mana, you can set this down to 0 cost. Do that with another one, and you've got yourself a little combo set up where you can play 2 Tunneling Geomancers for 0 mana total, and then have all your remaining mana to blow up your opponents using, you know, sometimes cheap spells like Sleet Storm. This jumps up to 4 damage, maybe 5 if you've also played Archmage. Calic at any given point. You've got Arcane Flow, which combines crazily with spell damage, just kind of stacks on stacks because of the 2 pieces, which can be really nice. And then just, you know, raw damage output stuff like Scorching Winds or Fireballs, Frostbolts, the old school stuff in the mix too, can hit really hard too when everything has like 2 or 3 extra spell damage. So you're creating some turns where you can actually deal 20, 25, even 30 damage is possible with this deck all at once on the back of that setup. And this is, you know, rooted in Burn Mage, which was already kind of a tier 3 deck, not at the top of the meta, but competitive enough. You could definitely climb with it if you learn the deck well, hit some good streaks. I did think the Tunneling Geomancers felt relevant in here. I haven't played enough like basic Burn Mage to compare the two, but man, like they created some moments where they're worth an extra like 8 or 10 damage or something. And in certain matchups like Priest in particular, which you're going to see a few times this video because that's what I queued into most often, where it's like you kind of don't want to go like 2 or 3 turns at a time. You want to go all at once so they don't have time to heal up in between your damage bursts. The Geomancers are perfect for those kind of matchups where you have a little bit more time because it's Priest. I was pleasantly surprised. I don't think this is gonna be, you know, suddenly a tier 2 deck even, or tier 1. I think it probably stays in that tier 3 space, but the card felt better individually than I expected, and certainly feels like this would be the perfect home for this style of card. So this one is pleasantly surprising, if not like super powerful or crazy or broken or anything like that. It might actually just be a good solid card in this list, as you're about to see. But before we get into the games, I'd like to introduce our sponsor for this video, Star Trek Warp, that you can wishlist on Steam right now using the link below. And look, even if you're not the world's biggest Star Trek fan, then diving into a cool new card game like this one that has some familiar gameplay but can introduce you to all kinds of new characters and ships and lore, that sounds pretty awesome. Now, of course, there are characters I think everybody knows and loves like Spock and Picard, but there are others that surprised even me, like Yarnek. I gotta learn more about Yarnek. But in this game, you'll be building a deck around iconic starships, each of which actually has like different health and deck sizes and a unique ability. So that takes like the typical heroes, you know, and love to a whole new level with all that level of customization. There will be hundreds of cards to collect, opening up different decks and archetypes, and characters like Spock and Kirk and Picard all have cards, so you'll have a ton of heavy hitters to choose from when you're building your deck. And then when you hop into battle, you'll actually be fighting across 7 distinct lanes. So there's a ton of in-game depth to master around like positioning and trading. This game will include both casual and ranked PvP options. And on top of that, there will also be some PvE modes to help you test your skills with like special challenges. So you can wishlist Star Trek Warp right now on Steam. There's a link down there in the description and pinned comment below. It'll be available first to players who purchase a first contact pack with a bunch of exclusive items, and then it's going to open up to everybody else. So I think this one looks like a lot of fun for both like long-term Star Trek fans, if that's you, or maybe soon to be Trekkies like myself. I got a lot of research to do to catch up. I definitely have to go look up Yarnak first and foremost. All right, Smoldering Grove worth the keep? Yeah, I think so, actually. We want to find them beautiful, whatchamadudes, Tunneling Geo Bros. That's why we're here, trying out the new prepare cards in action, man. Quest Priest. I honestly, for some reason, thought that was a druid at first. I guess it's Velen, but at first I thought it was just like a tree dude. Those like big horns look like trees. Corner of your eye, you know? Ruby Sanctum. I mean, yeah, Living Flame here looks like the move. Hand size shouldn't still really be a problem, right? Smoldering Grove will hit next turn. Violet Spellwing looks good. I mean, good thing about Priest is generally doesn't go too far above 30. I mean, certainly it has ways to. Also kind of just has ways to kill you sometimes too. This looks like crazy Ruby Sanctum stuff. We could be dead. Dead, I tell you. Let's go Cinder again. Calic on 4 is beautiful. Cinder doesn't add a card to hand like Spellwing, so just being a little bit more mindful of hand space here seemed relevant, particularly if you hit a Shatter card. You kind of go 2 for 1 on that, right? So 8 cards in hand, I think, in a Shatter deck's generally a sweet spot to be. Shatter would actually be an insane hit, too, for the record. I would love it. Shatter for the opponent. Oh, yeah. What is the Priest one? I don't even... Summon a 2/3 and, like, do stuff? I forget. it's something like that. Summon a 2/3 and do stuff. Great card. Geomancer's pretty sweet. We like Calic a lot. So everything's strong. I mean, Spellwing, to be fair, you know, if it had died would be kind of nice. But, man, opponent's just Ruby Sanctum hero powering. I can live with that for now. That's okay. They did heal up a bit, but still taking some damage. Oh my god, another Tunneling Geomancer. Yeah, I think we're just in on the Geomancers, man. It's not like time yet, but it might not be far. This is 9 damage, and then 6 damage is 15. Honestly, they might be close to dead, man. I don't know. I gotta think about some math here. Oh, Arcane Flow too now. Oh my god. I mean, are we just like ripping this already? It's like technically a little too early, I think, but maybe we just take one more stop turn. I think there's a chance they're dead here, by the way, for the record. I don't know. I didn't really count it out. I think they were probably closer to dead than you might think. Do you maybe rip a Frostbolt just so that you have... Because this is 8 with coin, but that's actually still a little off. Nah, I don't know, dude. We're gonna... I don't think we're in a, like, huge hurry necessarily, right? I think this deck's definitely gonna have some life gain. But I want to make sure I go all at once. I want to maximize the kind of per turn lethality here. You don't want to go too... If you spread it out too much, you might not have... I mean, I just need to count, but I'm so lazy. So, like, 9 and 6 is 15, and 5 is 21, and 5 is 26. I don't think we're there yet, quite yet, then. You could maybe just do, like, an Arcane Flow or something in the meantime. What do I even want here? It's, like, Blood Mage Thalnos, maybe? Didn't get a Thalnos. This is Kindreded, so I guess that's probably the right move. Bro, Volcanoes is also kind of crazy, I guess. Am I crazy to think that the Reborn Spellwing's actually just a hair more interesting? Hand size is actually a bit of a pickle, I guess, is the only thing. So maybe you rip a Frostbolt now. That makes your Shatter a little easier to connect on too now. We can connect on the Shatter actually next turn. Maybe next turn we just go. I don't know, man. The Arcane, like, especially if their board is empty, the Arcane Missiles are just going to be insane, right? Like, it's just going to be a million. I guess the Arcane Missiles are not there yet, though, are they? I mean, this kind of just, like, has to be lethal, but I sort of want to spread it out some more, you know? I did lose that Frostbolt, so I don't know for sure if it's lethal. This is 8 and 9. I mean, it's kind of gotta be, right? I'm just gonna go. I don't know. I'm too lazy. It's kind of just gotta be, right? I think it's just gotta be. It just feels like it's a million. I don't actually know if it is a million, but it's pretty... Yeah, it's a million, dude. 14. Oh my god, it's so much, dude. The double stacking on the Arcane Flow with the already double stacked Calic into the double stacked dude, it's 14 damage. I might have had it last turn for sure then. I don't know. Maybe I had more than I realized. Man, I don't remember what they were at, and I couldn't use the. Actually, I think it was too hard to shatter though the previous turn, right? I think we needed that turn to shatter, so maybe we didn't quite have it because shattering was going to be tough. All right, a priest opponent had a couple of these. This is a great hand, actually. Yeah, man. Conjured Bookkeeper doing curvy stuff with the Kindred. This is nice, nice, nice. Kindred has kind of been a deadish keyword though, right? How many Kindred cards have actually been good? It doesn't feel like very many. Love the tempo though. 4 bodies through 3 turns is great. Priest won't have any problem kind of working through all this, but it's just, you know, keeping them busy while we're still achieving our goals of finding damage. And Priest being generally kind of sort of capped at 30, although not always these days for sure, but you know. Tend to, I think we're gonna be able to rip through that in kind of one fell swoop very often, which is nice. So draw 2. I mean, our hand does actually sort of suck right now though. We kind of need like a Smoldering Grove, Volcanoes, something to generate us some resources here, right? Because at the moment I do feel a little stuck. That's honestly shockingly annoying because I can't trade in either, so I'm just sort of stuck on this turn right now. I did find the Volcanoes, I guess. That's kind of nice. And I think just going for a hero power here is fine. Not being able to trade in, brutal though. I'm sure we'll see an AoE at some point to resolve all these. I need to find Calic. I need to find Geomancers, I guess. Last turn would have been a good Geomancer turn. Prepare those suckers. Prep Geomancer. Kaldrai again. Oh my god, these are actually so annoying, dude. So annoying right now, man. Blessing of the Moon Kaldrai in particular is so frustrating. I mean, weirdly, I don't really think I'm in a hurry here, right? Like, some part of me wants to just play this to cycle it out, you know, spin this 2 mana. But I think against Priest, we have time, so we just want to, like, maximize upside. Now, I will say Volcanoes is kind of bad on that because, you know, I'm sort of saying I want to get a hand full of stuff and then blow them up later. And Volcanoes is like, well, if your hand's already full of stuff, it's going to be even more full of stuff. But I might just be able to weave him in anyway. The problem is Volcanoes and Smoldering Grove right now are kind of lining up at the same time. Oh my good god, dude. I'm losing my mind. 3 Kaldrai Priestesses already is absolutely absurd. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. I'm just ripping through these things with hero powers and First Flames too, which is so funny. I guess now we're gonna do this. I'm just, you know, I need stuff to do. I'm over it now. They've kind of pissed me off now, dude. You took it one step too far. I cannot believe my turns have just been first flame, second flame, ping every time, dude. So I'm still gonna get 2 more cards off these in theory. Next turn, that means we're gonna be at 8 cards in hand if these die. Volcanoes pushes you to 10 is the problem, right? So I don't know. Like I said, we might want to take another kind of stopgap turn a little bit. Ah, these didn't die, but Volcanoes will kill them. So, yeah. I don't, I mean, it's like technically fine if because you know, I'm gonna have 5 in hand and I'll generate 4. I guess we just go the Volcanoes, honestly. Yeah, I don't want to wait too long. Yeah, I think it's right. It's okay. I mean, it's so funny that the Priest has taken so long to kill these off that they've actually not killed them off. I did it for them. You know what I mean? Like, it's actually wild. That's how long it took, dude. Like, that's crazy work. Now, of course, they can make... Oh, Shatter also introduces some hand size problems. I was going to go to 9 minus Shatter. Now they can kill these without giving me any extra stuff, too. And I also honestly got some pretty crappy fire spells here because... not really damage. I mean, Explosive Rune's kind of damage, and I can just sort of throw it out, too, probably at any time and not worry about it, because... I won't want to be going for like my lethal setup just yet. Now I just need to create a little hand size this turn, I think. Huh, they're not gonna kill the volcanoes? Actually, it's kind of an interesting card to leave alive, I guess, if I think about it, right? Would rather play the Rain Caller here if I get it. I get Living Flame instead. Okay. Rain Caller Xavius still has some hand siziness going on here, but I think it's okay. Geomancer again, +4, +5? I mean, I don't actually really feel like I'm quite there on the Geomancer yet. Draw a fire spell. Just get a fireball, maybe. I don't know. I also don't care that it's buffed at all, right? That's completely irrelevant. I'm actually gonna just take the Living Flame, I think. Yeah. Not perfect, honestly. We're still kind of on, you know, not really accelerating as much as I'd like here. Double Living Flame is cool. It's, you know, it's whatever. I need to be mindful that they are 20. Like, I might have some sneaky lethals here just because Geomancer, Arcane Flow, like, that's already 5 and 3 if these shatter. But getting them shattered currently is still going to be really tough. So that's like 8, plus this could be another 7. Or actually, that's another 8, actually 16. So, like, we are getting close. You know, shatter notwithstanding. Like, we got to be able to get the shatter happening. But a little bit of lifesteal here, too, from the opponent. They're keeping this Volcanos alive. It's cool. Also, have not procced my explosive runes yet. I mean, it is going to kill this Living Flame if I play it out, right? Like, I mean, at the same time, I don't really want to trade it off. Like, if I can get 4 to face, I'm going to take 4 to face, right? Like, that's fine. Smoldering Grove is pretty pickly, though, right now. All of my stuff that's drawing cards is actually a little frustrating. Oh, another shatter is brutal, dude. Hand size is just killing me right now. I gotta dump some cards, man. I don't know, dude. I just gotta dump some cards here. Smoldering Grove. That's fine. Spellwing Fireball. Okay. All right, man. This I'm just trading in for Arcane Missiles. But let's see. This is going to draw me a card. God, that's tough that it's going to draw me another card. Oh, my God. Like, I've got 3 cards getting added to hand, like 2 right now, right? So we know that they can, again, burn cards for me. But I'm thinking and hoping that I just have enough that it doesn't matter. But I don't know. No Calic, no second Geomancer. Opponent is down to 15, so we're definitely getting some cool breakpoints soon. Specifically, Geomancer wins is really nice. If you kept the other wins in particular, I think you'd be pumped. Thank God those Devouring Plagues have not been buffed by the 4-drop quite yet. Unfortunately, they are just not playing minions. They must know. Ah, there we go. That actually might set up a lethal, dude. That actually might be the difference maker, honestly. Kind of too, oh, we burned our Geo. I'm kind of too lazy to count, but I think specifically if this hits Fireball in particular, I must have enough damage, right? I might anyway. Yeah, nice. I think that's gonna do it for sure, right? Because now you've got this is another 8, and then you got this is another 8. Yeah. I think it might have been, I don't know if I had the mana otherwise. I might have been able to go Arcane Missiles too. I don't know. I didn't look. I don't know. Worked out though. The game was kind of shaky, right? I was talking about that hand size problem with Volcanoes, and it sort of happened, right? It did actually unfold as feared. Do we keep the Geomancer? I might, dude. I don't know. Against Priest, which seems to be the only thing I'm playing, by the way. This is my 3rd straight Priest. This video is just going to be me beating up on Priests, guys. That's all you're going to see. I think it's a great matchup for us, so I'm not mad. They give me a lot of time to do spooky stuff, right? So I'm cool with it. It's just would be nice to get maybe one other game in the mix. I need to queue into something. Prepare to die. All right, Cinder Rain Caller's pretty cool. Raincaller does die to priest removal-y stuff relatively easily, but we'll trade in on that, right? That's totally fine. Just get that out of the way. Remove that lifesteal before our damage is dealt. Not that we think that that damage is really going to stick. It's unlikely in priest that we ever land 2 damage that long, right? But that's what we were talking about, right? Like, that's pretty good. I think a coin Calic here is fine, but I also think a prep Geomancer's fine too. I mean, I guess you go coin Calic. I don't know. It might stick. It might actually just get to deal 4. It's kind of a slightly annoying body on board at this stage, right? So already a lot of spell damage in hand. I guess, does the prepare card return to the same spot in hand? I should, but I never actually noticed. I haven't actually thought about that before. Let's see. I think it does, right? Yeah, it does. I would have expected it to, but just had not checked. I don't think a ping here is totally insane, but this does set up Kindred if you think you're going to draw a Kindred card. That said, I think I'm going to play a Thalnos because I think I need something to do next turn. Even though we're losing spell damage, I'm saying it's okay. We're going to have enough from Geomancer, Calic. I just need the card draw. This is a loot hoarder right now. Because Cinder just, it doesn't feel curved, which doesn't feel good, and I just don't have a play that I like. I don't really want to just Fireball Face next turn. I think this will deal 12 damage, right, by the way? Yeah, 12. Oh, hold up. I think it's 12 with a Geomancer, right? Because Calic pushed it to 5 and 3, and then... No, maybe it's still 10. 6 and 4. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're seeing exactly what that is right now. It dealt 14 for me previously. Oh, but once it shatters together, I don't know, man. I can never keep track of that. Ah, there really is a bookkeeper. The Sizzling Cinder would have worked out well. Thalnos is undead, remember, not an elemental. So this is not kindredized right now. So that means you kind of need to go Cinder right now. Do you maybe just rip the Fireball? It's premature, honestly. But I've had some hand size problems in the past, and I just need to spend mana, and I think this probably sets us up for lethal next turn too, with Arcane Flow Frostbolt sometimes. I gotta do the math, right? These shatter together at 6 and 4, right? And then it is 12. You go to 7 and 5. I'm sure it's 12. They come together at 6 and 4. Ah, dude, the opponent literally might be dead. Oh, opponent's definitely dead, dude. That was a terrible roll for them. Unless this gives them life. It does give them life. I think they're still dead. That's the crazy thing. Pretty sure that's 12 and 5. Pretty sure they're still dead, dude. It's indeed 12 and 5. Good lord, dude. Even after that dig into a heal. Still dead, and I have the other Geomancer loaded up here as a backup plan. Man, Priest is just getting farmed by this deck right now, man. It is brutal. Can I get a non-Priest to see how it goes? Okay, no coin, so Bookkeeper's a bit weird with Spellwing, but that's perfect. I'm gonna say we either draw or maybe we think about holding the Spellwing back. It was gonna be a debate in my brain, but Living Flame makes life super easy, so thank you, Living Flame. Trivialized that tough decision. Wailing Vapor. Coin. Wailing Vapor. And Static Shock too? Dang, dog, they're going hard. I guess Living Flame's fine. Sleet Storm plus Arcane Missiles is also probably kind of fine. Do you go Raincaller just because it stresses the opponent out a little more? You might, yeah, you might. You can actually go to 3-4 on it next turn too, so it trades okay. I don't know, I think Living Flame's also fine for the record. I think both would be totally acceptable. It is stressing them out a little bit. Yeah, they are gonna trade in, okay. I mean, God, it's such a clean trade. I don't know if I feel excited now. I'm gonna go Bookkeeper still because it's actually got decent math into the board. Like, this guy's a little weird, but I think Arcane Missiles and Sleet Storm can clean that up later. I don't actually have like a good AoE in this deck as such, so oh my god, dude, This opponent's opener is just insane, and every card is like blue too. Bluey purple cards. Look at this. Every card looks exactly the... Ah! Shatter might just be the right move here, huh? I don't think it'd be crazy to go like Sleet Storm, Arcane Missiles, Living Flame, but I think I'm just gonna tidy up this problem, you know? Like, let's just not let it get too out of hand here. This is hopefully a weaker turn for them just because they're overloaded a little and maybe don't have a smooth curve hit. Yeah, that's fine, actually. I'll live with that. Calic Sleet Storm here. Again, not actually perfect. Maybe you just go Calic Arcane Missiles. It's definitely also not perfect. You could clear the 3/4 here. I'm going to do this anyway, right? It's fine. If you clear the 3/4, I think it's a marginally better hit. Because that's not guaranteed to hit a second target, right? I think you can hit the same target on that one. Sentinel, sure. That's going to create the trade-in, but that's fine. If we've kind of shifted them to the back foot for a minute, I'm actually not too mad about that. Dragon Boy is kind of annoying. Thalnos, I think you're just playing bodies here, right? Just even a Thalnos is fine. If he's distracting them for a moment, you know, it's like, okay, whatever, we lose some Arcane Missiles upside, but I'm on the back foot. I kind of need to distract them. Distractions would be very welcome right now. Ultraxian is like the big guy here. Heralds, I mean, that's a lot of trade-ins. I honestly need my other Arcane Flow to reset this board again, right? First Flame's also pretty good, I guess. Definitely a little better if we had the Thalnos still up, but I can still live with it because Arcane Missiles could maybe clean up some. Can I find that other Arcane Flow, dog? Scorching Winds is not very helpful. So 3, like, do you... Oh, you almost like have to kill that, and you just have to pray the Arcane Missiles cleans it up, right? I think that's true. I think that's actually just true. You just gotta pray. It's got so many good hits here, dude. So many good hits. Smoldering for 1 just doesn't feel like the move, man. I can ping it too if I have to, right? So it's... Do you ever trust just ping plus Bookkeeper? It is a really low damage board, to be honest. Maybe you do trust this. Oh god, I'm so scared. We're at 12 with no life gain, but like, you know, we can turn this around quick. If they go for an Ultraxian, a Fireball could just delete it, but you got the other guy, of course, still. Muradin's is gross because they were out of cards, and now they're not. Shatter. Arcane Flow. I can't really trade in my... There's the Ultraxian. Yeah, exactly what we were talking about. Does this guy trade in and roll off here? Because you could get multiple hits if you kind of do the Flame Tongue roll off, you know? I guess the egg kind of breaks that after the first one, though. You trade the egg in, though, if you want to get a bigger body, you know? Sizzling Cinder feels so freaking dead to me, man. So Fireball there feels kind of like almost mandatory. I don't know. Not literally, but... Let's see what we draw. Arcane Flow again? Hey, Arcane freaking Flow again, dude. We've gotta, right? We've just gotta. It's just gotta happen. I hate using these non-shattered, right? But we just kind of have to, I think. So... Problem is, we're still, like, kind of in the woods here a little bit, right? What could this hit me that's any good? Sleet Storm, maybe? Frostbolt is actually also kind of okay. Oh my god, I need a really, 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 really good Arcane Missiles here, dog. Please, God, don't leave up the 8-2. Oh god, yes! Yes! Now, don't have Alakir. This is Alakir, and it's been sitting in hand the whole game. God, please. Deathwing also would be very bad news. Either of those is a big problem. Like, we're just not there yet on damage either. Although we're getting close, honestly, man. Like, getting really close. I need them to have kind of a dead turn so I can get a moment to, like, Smoldering Grove, you know? I need just a breather, dude. Breather. Envoy is... I mean, it's not great. Let's be honest. It's not great. These could kind of die to trade-offs, maybe. I need like my First Flames and my Sleet Storms, dude. Smoldering Frostbolt, Smoldering Grove, and Sleet Storm. Sleet Storm is nice. Maybe you just do this to clear this guy, right? Kind of have to, I think. I can't quite turn the corner face just yet. And then you can Frostbolt as well if you want, I guess. I'm sort of doing the thing where my turn's just not that impressive, though, you know? Do you take the ping? Oh my god. It's just like my turns are just not that impressive, man. I'm just not piecing together enough. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna try to go all face here. Nice. Well, not that nice. I don't know. I think I would have preferred the face damage, actually, so maybe not that nice. Alakir still, of course, horrifying. Even scarier on turn 9, because now they get the follow-up guy. That's not an Alakir. What is that, a Hex? What is that? They're not gonna Hex a 2-1, are you? Oh, Static Shock, sure, that tracks. I mean, they are taking a ton of damage right now, though, dude. Dude, we are getting so close to killing them, I bet. It's 12? 13 damage available right now. There are certain draws that are lethal, probably. Volcanoes isn't one of them, but I think I might be alive if I Volcanoes, right? This pops out as a 2-2. I think I'm probably alive, right? You can't quite dig for a lethal here, I don't think. So I think you go Volcanoes and just hope for the best, don't you? I don't know, man. Is the 2-2 lethal? I don't think with Muradin's weapon it would be. They've already used both Static Shocks. Oh my god. Well, oh my god. If only this were Battle Cry instead of End of Turn. Oh my god, I would have loved to play that. I think we're gonna be okay for a moment, though, man. I think we're gonna be okay for a moment. If we actually stabilize this game, I will be dumbfounded. I will not believe that it's happened. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm feeling a little better every turn that goes by. Because these can also still generate more cards, right? We kind of expect them to, in fact. Trade into the Witch's Apprentice twice. I mean, we got a super lethal setup if this is all they do. We know that for sure, because this is a chill 13 already. 4/8's actually still alive on board, too. Hex could change that, I guess, but that looks like Hex. That's what was sitting in hand the whole time, too, maybe? This is an interesting call. They're like debating, is it better to Hex a Plume, which is an interesting thought, because like that gives me spells, you know, like that gives me damage outs. This is certainly going to be lethal. We don't even need these cards. It's already lethal, but it's going to be Giga Super Ultra Lethal. We could even play this guy too for extra fun. Don't prepare him though. It's kind of cool to actually see him in action not prepared and still be sort of good, right? Because he was still just cheap enough that we had the... I can't believe we won this game, by the way. Actually insane to kill a non-priest, too. Really nice. I think the Tunneling Geomancers feel pretty good in this deck, which is a pleasant surprise. I don't think they feel bad at all, man. I kind of dig it.